Hey, what's going on YouTube? Action Figure Network coming at you with another video. So today I will be doing a review on the Spider-Man Infinite series, or the Spider-Man wave of Marvel Legends, which is the Ultimate Green Goblin wave. I will be doing a review on the variant for Beetle, Boomerang. Now this is a pretty cool figure. I do not know anything about this character. And yeah, so basically that's about it. How much I know about this character, nothing. As I said, this is the variant for the Beetle. Just again, sorry, I'm not going to be doing a Mark 42 review today, but I will be doing it tomorrow. And yeah, just be looking out for that review. On Monday of next week, I will be doing a review on the Ultron, and then Tuesday, the Ironmonger. Then on Wednesday, I will be doing a review on Stargirl from DC Universe Classics. Then Thursday I will be doing a review on Lord Naga, and Friday Stripes. So I'll be finishing 2 waves up of figures. Really busy. I've been so disorganized on this channel with doing reviews and stuff like that, so I will be finishing those up, and I will just be doing miscellaneous figures that I have not finished with Build-A-Figures or Collect and Connect figures, and doing another wave of DC Universe Classics. So just be looking out for those videos. But yeah, pretty good figure overall. There's some things that I have to say are pretty horrible on this figure, but let's just get into that. Sorry, I forgot to mention that I was going to do a size comparison first. So here I do have Beetle, which, you know, is the regular version, and Boomerang is his variant. We can see that Boomerang is taller to the top of his head, but Beetle's horns make him just a little bit taller, so that's okay. And then I'll just take him out of the way. And here is a size comparison of the Spider-Man next to the Boomerang. Now we can see that the Boomerang is taller, and you know, I think that these two work in pretty good scale with each other. I'll just show you how much taller they are. You can see the difference right there. So now that we've looked and we've had a size comparison, let's have a look at his accessories next. Now for accessories, Boomerang does come with 4 boomerangs, and they're basically 2 of the same size. So we have this little smaller Boomerang, which really doesn't fit into his hand all that well. It's kind of like loose and kind of like wobbly and shaky. You can see that it really just doesn't fit in. And then we have these 2 big boomerangs right here, which these actually happen to fit in his hands pretty well, you know. And we get 2 of these, so we get 1 and then the other one, which is right here, and then we get another small one, so we get 4 boomerangs all together. And these just basically plug into this little backpack piece right here. So I'll just do that if I can. And then you basically have that. And then we do have this nice little Boomerang backpack. And this does have a peg hole. And basically, since this uses the Bucky Cat mold, he does have this little peg hole, which all you have to do, actually I'll probably have to go like that. You see that peg hole right there, and basically all you have to do is pop that in right there. Now a warning, these boomerangs seem to fall out pretty easily, and since these are small, these probably can be loosed very easily as well. So yeah, just to give you a little warning now. And also, this really doesn't fit that well into his back, so you can see how kind of loose it is, and I've pushed it in, and you can just see that it really doesn't fit, and it will fall off. So that's one thing that I have to say I do not like about that. But now that we have looked at his accessories and we have taken a look, let's just get into the detail next. Now for detail, we can see he does have his visor, which is gray, and then it does have that white rimming around it. He does have that grin, and it looks like he's been chewing on tobacco, because it looks like he has black tar in his mouth. So yeah, I'm not really happy about that. We do have the white on the shoulders and chest right here, and then we do get that awesome Thunderbolt symbol, which is cool. He does have these white gloves from the US agent, as well as these white boots. He really doesn't have a lot of detail. I mean, he's kind of just a plain figure. So yeah, basically, so now that we've looked at the front for detail, let's look at the back. Now basically for the back it's just the same as the front. We do have that back like stripe as to the front, and you can see the peg hole where that part pops in. Then we do have that white painted on belt, and then the boots. You can also see the gloves as well. So yeah, basically that's all the detail that this figure comes with, which is not bad since this is kind of a simple character. And I really do like how they've taken this look for the character. So yeah, now that we have looked at the detail for both the front and back, let's get into paint applications next. Oh my gosh, I cannot begin to tell you how horrible these paint applications are on this figure. Now for the visor, we do have gray going into the white, so that's a bummer. We can see that there is black right here, and then you have all this little crap going on in the mask. In his flesh tone, there's black. You can see all that right there, and then the chin and things like that. Then we get into this chest area where it's... what the heck? There's black again. Now I'm going to fix this figure up because he has potential to be a great figure, but holy crap, I don't pay 20 bucks to get this nonsense. And then in the shoulders we do have the white, but when we lift this armpit up, just this one, there is green on the white. Now this is some of the most sorry paint applications I've seen in a long time. We get onto the belt where we can see that on this side there is the black or green going into the belt, as well as right there, if you can see. And then we just have the boots that are nice and the gloves that are nice as well. Now this is not black. I don't know why I said that. I actually thought it was black and white, but it's a very dark green that they have. So I don't know if that's comic accurate or not. But now that we've looked at paint applications for the front, let's look at paint applications on the back next. Now since the head is basically just that green, let's get into the back. We can see that on the back, once again, there's green bleeding through. We look at this shoulder right here where we can also see that there's more green bleeding through. We get onto the belt where you can see there's more green bleeding through. And that's about it. Now this figure, as I said, has some of the worst paint applications I've ever seen on a figure. And on my figures anyway. And I've noticed that from watching a lot of people's reviews, and even from their like hauls or stuff like that, they automatically notice that this figure has really bad paint applications. For instance, I was watching Boog ACBA, the creator of Articulated comic book art, by the way, and he had the same problem. Said that the figure was loose like mine and how the paint applications sucked. Now Hasbro better step their game up with the Guardians of the Galaxy wave, or I will be resorting to just buying Toy Biz Marvel Legends, even though they do not make them anymore. Unfortunately, it's the truth. I don't want to pay $20 for a figure that has really bad paint applications, and it really does take away from the figure. But now that we have looked at the paint applications for the front and back, let's get into articulation next. Now to begin, I'd like to say for this crotch piece, he leans over. And why I mean this is because this is like a freaking bobblehead. Why? Why can't you do anything right? Come on, Hasbro. This is variance. This is like the most desired figure in my opinion. And you know, you kind of let us down with the loose joints and stuff like that. You can see right there how that gap right here. So that's another thing that makes me mad as well. Now for articulation, he can go down pretty good, as well as go up. He does go full 360 left, right. He does have that shoulder joint which can go like this, and then it can rotate like that to go full like range up. They just go forward and back. Does have that bicep tricep swivel. Does bend at 2 points at the elbow, but it is going to be hindered by these gloves. No glove articulation, but it can go full 360 at the wrist, as well as down and up. So unfortunately, yeah. Here's another thing. The ab crunch is super loose on my figure. Messed up, Hasbro. Messed up indeed. But he does go down that far and up that far, so really not a great range. He does rotate a full 360 at the hips, as well as go out that far, forward, not and backwards, but not as back as forward. Does have that upper quad swivel, Does bend at 2 points at the knee. If I can get that, 1, 2. Does have that boot articulation though right there. Can go up just a little bit and then down, and then he does have the gorgeous ankle pivot. So yeah guys, you can see why I get frustrated with figures like this. Be aware though, first of all, when you go out and try to look for this figure, that the paint applications aren't sucky. Now you can't really tell if it's going to be loose or not, but really make sure that the paint applications are clean and crispy on this figure before buying it. So now that we've looked at everything, including accessories, articulation, paint applications, and detail, let's just get into the overall review of this figure next. Now for the overall review of this figure, now remember guys, I am not reviewing your figures, I'm reviewing mine of course, but this figure, you can see, has some issues, you know, definitely has its problem. And one thing that I didn't like was how the chest white didn't match up with the other white on the figure, so definitely something that they could have done to easily make this figure better. Paint applications could have been a lot better. It feels like they just rushed through this figure as fast as they could, which is it's not what I pay for. I pay for good quality figures that aren't loose. Getting onto that, this figure is really loose, so I'm gonna have to tighten the joints up. I will be repainting this figure as tightening the joints up so I can make this figure as best as can be for the situation that has gone on with the loose joints and everything like that. Remember guys, when you're about to pick this figure up, look at paint applications. You know, really, you need to look carefully. I was so excited that I was like, oh crap, I opened it and I was like, oh my gosh, this is some of the worst paint applications I've ever seen. But nonetheless, it could have been a very solid figure, and I'm pretty sure once I do what I want to do with this figure, it will be great. So, as I said, you know, just be careful of what you buy now, because a lot of people have had this problem, and when I mean a lot, I mean a lot. I share Boog's frustration with, you know, buying $20 figures that really don't, you know, meet your expectations, you know, and they kind of lower your expectations for action figures like this. But nonetheless, you know, could have been good. So, description of the, well, not a description, but a rating out of 10 of this figure will be in the comment box below. Should you pick this figure up? Yeah, just be careful, as I said. You know, just be leery before you buy. Thanks again for watching, guys. If you'd like to, be a friend and like and subscribe for more, that would be awesome. When I say like, I mean like this video, and when I mean subscribe to my channel. I need all the support that I can get. You guys are just amazing. I can't believe I got 13 views for my Bishop figure so far, because the figure's been out forever. I mean, I was a little kid when that figure came out. But yeah, just again, thanks guys for watching my video. When you subscribe, you can see my videos on your YouTube homepage, so that's something to watch out for as well. Thanks again for watching, guys, and I wish this figure could have been better, but you know, you win some, you lose some. And until next time, guys, if I'm not missing anything, this is Action Figure Network, signing out.